just gonna check my phone. I had an event here over the weekend, and I just wanted to make sure like we used a different board. I'll get into it, but just trying to see if it's coming up on YouTube. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, got it. Now I'm good to go. Put this bitch on airplane mode, and let's fucking go. I am back. It's been a little while. I was away. I was in Florida. I was gonna do one on the road, an episode, but then I'm like, I just started eating edibles. I was in the fucking pool. We had some really good food spots. We're in Cape Coral. Listen, Florida, it's wide open. You know what I mean? You walk into the store, like if you go to put your mask on, people are like pussy, like under your breath, like you're going in a fucking like an old lady doesn't have a mask on. She's like looking at you. It's demasculating, if that's even a fucking word, where you feel like less of a man. But you know, I mean, it's all bullshit, man. Like people died, I understand that, and but like the bigger thing of like just destroying everything. I'm not getting into the Corona thing. It's just how wide open Florida is and how beautiful it was. And it was fucking awesome, man. And like the airports, like it's pretty much bullshit. You know what I mean? They're not checking temperatures like a restaurant. And then when you're on the plane, they give you that snap popcorn or water. You'll have to take your fucking mask off. It's like come on. At least if it was like, yeah, wear condoms, you can't get AIDS. All right, that makes sense. But wear a mask is bullshit. Like, and then like I forgot the 2 bottles of water in my bag. Meanwhile, I had fucking thousands upon thousands of milligrams in my book bag. Like, no, sir, stop, stop, stop. I'm like, all right, what? They're gonna bust my balls about some candy, some chocolate, some medicated, whatever. My fucking schmores I had with me. Like, no, you can't. You gotta take the water out. It's like, hey, don't be hydrated. Make sure you're hydrated with all that fucking milligrammage. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna have a panic attack on the plane. I'm fucking so high, which has happened multiple times. Coming from Cali, I like to do the 600 milligram challenge, where for each hour I eat 100 milligrams, and a couple times like I was like, buddy, emergency exit. I'm like, yo, just don't pull the lever. It's like when you go into a gas station. Sometimes you're behind a cop and you're high as fuck, and you got to tell yourself like, oh, don't touch their gun. It's like, why do you want to touch their gun? If you touch their gun, it's over. You're going to jail. They might shoot you. Whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? It's not a good look if you, but it's like something you have to tell yourself. And I'm high as shit. Like, don't hit the emergency handle on the airplane. Like, and I remember getting off the plane one time. I was so fucked up. I don't know if my friend who works for the airport seen my name on the they see my Instagram story saying, "Hey, 600 milligram challenge." It was working for JetBlue. They go, Mr. Farrell. I get off the plane, got the neck pillow on. My car's parked like far from the terminal in the parking area because I just leave my car there because I don't like to bother people. Like, hey, you like airplanes? Give me a ride to the airport at 3:30 in the morning. Like, what kind of friend is that? Take an Uber or drive your own fucking car. No one wants to go to the airport. No one wants to get on the Van Wyck. Like, stop being a fucking jerk off friend. Fucking find out your own way there. Like, whatever. And they wheeled me from Terminal 5 all the way to the parking lot in a wheelchair. It was the best. 600 milligrams later. Um, but yeah, like it just reminded me. I haven't been to Florida not drinking since I was like maybe 15, 16, 50, around then. Always had a job. I was drinking then. I was a stock boy at a local supermarket, and it was, what was it, Easter break. And my dad's like, "Oh, we're gonna rent a car. Your Aunt Kat's coming with us, and we're driving to Florida." I'm like, "I'm not doing that. I'm hanging out with my friends. I have plans." I used to make mixtapes like when we would be drinking Cypress Hill, fucking Rage Against the Machine, fucking Stone Temple Pilots. We're drinking in the park. Like, I don't want to fucking go with you guys to Florida. Like, I'm old now. I don't want to go to Disney World. That shit didn't excite me. Long lines in the fucking heat. Get the fuck out of here. Like, for whack ass fucking rides, it might be better now, but people that are obsessed with Disney World, I don't get it. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Did you ever get your ass licked? Like, you need to get out more. Like, Disney World is exciting to you? I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't know. It wasn't for me. And I told him, I said, if you motherfuckers force me to go to Florida, I'm going to ruin your fucking vacation. And ruin it, I fucking did. Just being a complete asshole, fighting with my brother. Shout out to my brother. I love my brother, Sean. But when you're younger, it's like cat and mouse. When you're brother siblings, or even siblings in general, but let alone two brothers close, watching the Bushwhackers on fucking WWE. It was WWF then, not even World Wildlife Federation didn't take their fucking name yet. That's the panda shit. You know what I mean? And we loved the bushwhackers. We would fight in fucking the dentist office, the next door neighbor's yard. We loved it. We loved it. And I remember we were fighting. And we were like fighting in the hotel room. My brother ran across the highway. And then like we were going through Georgia. And I'm like, yo, let's just get McDonald's. My dad's like, no, we have to eat local stuff. And I remember this shithole in Georgia. We had these burgers. They were disgusting. Every one of us got fucking food poisoning. It was disgusting. It was absolutely disgusting. It was well deserved on everyone for forcing a vacation on people. You know what I mean? I don't even remember Disney World. I don't even know. Did we even make it there? I remember everyone just fucking shitting and throwing up. It was disgusting. And no one, that's what you get for forcing people to go to fucking Florida. But we had a great trip this trip. Cape Coral, Fort Myers area. My Aunt Joni, Billy Lily, my cousin Mike. We met up with them. It was just awesome, man. I think it's a hidden gem of Florida on the water, like a lot of islands and archipelagos. I don't even know if they're called archipelagos. I just like using that word. It just, you know what I mean? Like when you're pulling out and you come on a girl's stomach, it's like an archipelago of semen, you know? But I asked my cousin for recommendations, and the food spots were awesome down there. Even a coal-fired pizza place. People always bash outside of state New York pizza, outside of New York State pizza. People always bashing it, and I thought it was pretty good. The food, there were some places you couldn't even get into because it's pumping down there. You know what I mean? Like, hold on 1 second. And he sent me to a place called FK Your Diet. That's the name of the place. Fuck your diet, right? I got a hat. I don't know where the fuck it went. It was a snapback anyway. It doesn't fit my fat bulbous head. It was to support. You know what is support? Not fucking your diet. It's called Foster Kid Your Diet. Google it. Amazing. Amazing. I don't know if it seemed like a lot of the workers there were foster kids, but like they donate, they have like $100 meal right there. You see, $100. It gives a kid a pair of Nikes, and my food was free. I get the hat. And it was just an amazing thing that I thought it was fuck your diet. And it was cool design, green, like the THC logo behind me. It was just popping. And it was like for a good cause. Like, hey, we were foster kids and we opened this restaurant to give back. They give back a lot and they have multiple locations. So the good cause is doing good. And it's just something that always struck with me. No, I'm not adopted. But know what? I always had a fucking hard on for these scumbags. The worst kind of fucking people. The worst. There's child molesters. We know about those scumbags. But then these motherfuckers that want to have sex and come and the fucking lickety clit and all that shit. You know what I mean? Like you want to be a big tough guy and have sex, right? But then, or tough woman, whatever the fuck it is. And then you have the audacity to say, nah, man, not on this time. I want to go to the movies, watch X-Men. I want to ride a fucking moped. I want to do everything but have a kid. So instead of killing it, you think like, let's just bring it along and we'll just give it up. We'll just give it away. And you know what? There's been successful adopted kid, foster kids that went on to do great things. And like shout out to that mindset. But like for the rest of their life, that kid has to know, nah, they didn't love me. They didn't want me. It was better off just to leave me on a step or give me up for someone else. And I don't tell me, well, you don't know their financial situation. Stop having sex, you stupid fuck. You know what I mean? Play checkers. Stop fucking. You ruin this person's life. I know, like I said, there's ones that persevere, but this shit just bothers me. It just fucking bothers me. That person, that human being has to live the rest of their life knowing that their parents didn't want them. Why didn't you just kill them? You know what I mean? Like, there's probably a high percentage of just like foster kids that don't end up right. I know a lot of regular fucking family kids don't end up right, but it has to be a higher percentage. And this just struck a nerve with me. I did the $100. I got the hat. You know what I mean? Hopefully the kid got a pair of fucking sneakers. And like I always said, if I ever win the lotto, like millionaire status, not fucking hitting the number. Like I was going to fucking, like when I used to work for UPS, I would think about this. And I would because I would deliver to weird places, a foster home, this, or a group home. You know what I mean? Like, there's one in Rockaway, fucking St. John's. Like the kids are a little bit out of control. Yeah. I believe they had no parents either. It's fucked up. Like they have, no matter how good your life is, like, or becomes, let's say you move in some fucking rich white people, like fucking different strokes. Like, yeah, we're in a penthouse now. Like, at the end of the day, you still remember your parents not fucking caring for you. Like, kill the kid, you dumb fuck. You're doing the right thing, giving up for adoption. Well, there's people that can't have kids. Yeah, we'll asterisk those kids. We're not just creating more kids for people that can't have them. There's going to be people that maybe the parents die on the way home from the hospital. Oh, that kid needs to be adopted now. Not fucking parents that just had sex after fucking Titanic, lickety clit, and all that shit, like I fucking said, and then you just give up this kid. Like, we will have an abundance of fucking foster kids. And yeah, I know. Oh, this is the hill you die on, foster kids, Tom. Yeah. I thought this was fuck your diet, and it's foster kid your diet, like helping foster kids. And if I ever won the lotto, I'd get some nice fucking maids or nannies, a fucking mansion, and I would adopt a bunch of fucking kids, show them the life. Not that they deserve like a millionaire, but you know what? At the end of the day, you're thinking all the time that your parents don't love you, your mom didn't love you, and like it fucks. It's fucked up. You know what I mean? Like people with a family, they get mad if their parents don't pay attention to them. How about we don't pay attention to you by not fucking by putting you on a stoop, you know what I mean, or at a firehouse or wherever the fuck? Just give it up. It's fucked up. It really fucking is, man. And I just kill the fucking kids, you fucking shit. It'll kill yourself. But yeah, that's my hill I'm dying on. Fuck your diet. Check it out if you're in Florida. Awesome ass food too. Awesome food. They had fucking these French toast sticks. I'm gonna medicate on my show. Like these, like the Burger King style. They were fucking awesome. But I got to see I got to see my aunt and uncle. Shout out to my aunt Joni and Billy Lily, my cousin Michael, like I said, because when I got when my mom's house got raided on false information, and I got disorderly conduct summons. You know what I mean? It's a summons, not a crime. And I got thrown out for whatever reason. It was enough. I had enough with the community. My mom, like the community had enough with me. My mom, I was out of control. Yeah, well, granted. And my aunt and uncle opened their fucking doors for me, and like I wouldn't be. I'm nowhere. You know what I mean? Except for my studio right now. But I would be legit nowhere. I would be like, I'd be a foster kid somewhere, fucking up society, because you know, I had nowhere to go, and they brought me in. And this weekend in Rockaway, they're not having the St. Patty's Day parade, but when I lived there, I didn't really have a room, and like I was horny as fuck. I'd get girls to take a cab there, and like, where are we going? I'd try to fuck them in the vestibule or the mail room downstairs, like one leg against the wall. I'm a fucking animal. I'm horny. I'm not around my friends. I got thrown out of my mom's house, and like Rockaway St. Patty's Day is a big day. And I remember I came down here, and I'm like, know what? I'm gonna grab the first girl that says yes, and it was a big girl. Nothing against big girls. Yeah, I always say it takes a real man to pleasure a big girl. You know, I fucking took her to my mom's house in my old room in the basement. I'm like, everyone's out drinking, no one's coming here. Boom, I'm getting busy. Just a couple minutes in, I hear fucking boom, boom, boom. People coming downstairs in the basement. My brother, a couple of our friends, a couple of my big mouth friends. I'm like, fuck. Like I got a big girl with me. I haven't seen them. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like a little bit of a outcast. I'm up against the wall. And I hear him like, I guess we left her panties and her purse out there. And they started saying the girl's name, who I'm not going to say on the air right now. And like they started throwing it. They knew we were in the room sniffing around. They came to the door. They start like throwing themselves against my door, like the Velociraptors from fucking Jurassic Park when they're trying to get in the kitchen. And I'm there against the door with all my fucking might, holding this door because I just wanted to get laid, man. I've been living on an island in Brooklyn by myself, not seeing my friends or family, and not getting laid, and just fucking trying to get by and trying to fucking figure out what I did in my life, and fucked up. And they're banging on the door. They kept saying the girl's name. They knew I was done. So I just pushed the dresser against the door and had silent sex for the second time, and I wrote it out. But just being down there and just being around Billy Lily and just my family again, and the St. Patty's Day weekend had me thinking of that. And listen, we had a busy show since I've been back. Hit the ground running. A couple THC TVs. I'm gonna get to that. I have we had a concert series to raise awareness for sex trafficking, human trafficking, but with the Hugh Jackson Foundation, ex NFL coach, and the Ryan Show. Shout out to Ryan, Hamptons Dave, Mr. Cheeks. That big part of my life of just helping me out, having me on the air, and they stream on FM radio on Thursdays in Boston. And this was a big event. We had Jay Gutter, fans of the show, Diligent Delinquents, fans of THC TV, Bobby J, fans of Rockaway and the show. And we had me and another comic here, and and they performed, and it was awesome. We had the studio downstairs, was a green room, and that's why I was having a little sound trouble earlier with with the board and stuff. But like, just I mean, they came in. These guys came on my show, and they support Big T. They support THC TV. And now that things are opening up again, or fuck it, even if it wasn't opening up, I got the rooftop, sunset, and we're doing a Big T summer concert series. As the sunset, and we have the musical act, Jay Gutter, Bobby J, Diligent Delinquents. Those are the three that I'm picking right now. We're gonna do it like once a month. Boom, as the sunset and beautiful visual, and then boom, sunset and set up the comedy. Three comics, boom, on the roof. People are getting after it. It's gonna be a good thing. And just having this event here Sunday showed me that, and the response I got from the people, like, yo, this they love the play. They've been here before. Bobby wasn't, but like they were loving it. And we have big things coming up, man. Like, I know it's March. Time's fucking flying. Time never stops. You know what I mean? Like, people are like, oh, you're so busy. Whatever the fuck they say. Yeah, because time doesn't stop. Next thing you know, like, oh shit, what could I have done in my life? Stop fucking around. You know what I mean? Get things done. It's March. We have like I said, the THC TV. We have two guests this week are getting flown in. I'm gonna get to the other thing that I was talking about with April coming up. I just want to get through March first. We have two guests, Blunts Not Batons, sort of in talks of wanting to sponsor the show. What's that, Big T? Blunts Not Batons. It's a movement. My man Steve on Facebook. I don't even know how we hooked up, like as friends and shit. He just was sharing my stuff, and I mean, I seen something about I forget what it was. So then I didn't click on it. I clicked on it a couple months later, and his cause, he's an ex-vet, a black dude, and we all know the struggles with people of color and law enforcement, or what was going on, or what's going on, or what's been going on. I mean, as a white person, it's hard for me to even talk about it, But his plan, instead of defunding the police or a lot of radical ideas people are saying, he's like, hey, like, you mean a cop when he pulls a baton, it's a offensive, like, hey, I'm gonna hit you. Sometimes they pull their gun like, on a defensive, like they got to protect themselves. So they're saying, hey, these cops are so wired wrong. Why not let them be able to smoke some weed? And I've been a part of this forever. Registered nurses, firemen. There's a firehouse in I think Illinois that lets firemen smoke weed. Like, why not? It should be a one strike rule. You smoke weed on the job, you're fired. You're not getting your pension, anything. That's drastic. No. Not one shithead ruining it for the rest of us. You know what I mean? Fuck that. You smoke on the job, you're done. Because listen, after a long day at work, 13 hours, 5 hours, whatever, just waking up in the morning, being alive on this earth today, why can't you be allowed to smoke a fucking joint, eat a fucking bake what your mama gave you a treat? Why can't you? You know what I mean? So we got Blunts Not Batons. I'm gonna try to get him on. He doesn't really like Zoom, but they're flying a guest in Tuesday. We're gonna do a St. Patty's Day episode, Guinness brownies. I forget the gentleman's name, and then just me trying to grow. Oh, well, that show organically, THC TV. It's hard. You know what I mean? It's hard. People always talk about how many views you have. Motherfucker, what am I gonna put up a sign? Hey, hand jobs for views. Like, what? No, first of all, no one likes hand jobs. Second of all, they're not gonna give me views or follows for a fucking hand job. Even if you put money, people, you try to say, hey, I'll give you a free shirt, just show you subscribe to YouTube. And these cocksuckers don't bend. But I go organically on Instagram. I go to Cooking with Cannabis hashtag. I start liking everything, wet moisture, fucking flames, emojis, just to try to get people out there to THC TV on my Instagram. And then some guy from Boston, I forget his, Kellum, VIP pizza, something like, I'll get the name. I'll put a hash, I'll add him below. But he does all infused pizzas and even more. They even did a Big Mac egg roll for the Super Bowl. Phenomenal work. He's coming on Thursday. So listen, THC TV, we have two guests coming in this week. I have a guest spot Monday at Eastville Comedy. Thursday, I got the fucking THC TV, and then I got a show in Jersey City at night. Comedy's opening up. Let's fucking go. We're having a summer concert series here. We got guests coming in. We got like in April, the Milligram Challenge. My mom, Carol Farrell, challenging Reese, the producer of the Big T show. And I'm throwing my hat in the ring. DJ V Nice from Rough Riders, my friend from Connecticut, T Sightful, all threw their hats in the ring and say, hey, I want to be a part of this Milligram Challenge. The last one, the Hanukkah edition, was fucking phenomenal. Great afternoon. We got ripped. It was a lot of laughs. I'm looking forward to this one early April for the 420 show, so we can drop it on 420 on THC TV. And then also a couple years back, I had the Puff Puff Pass Supper. I was medicated everything from beginning to end: meatloaf, chicken wings, dessert, soda. We had the syrup with the soda. That was my first time. I had a notebook that I guess I used to get coked up, and I didn't even remember. I don't even remember even talking ever about stand up, but I had what I wouldn't consider jokes, but maybe more premises. But I was trying to write, and my 4 high schools were really shining, and everyone's high as shit, and I got this notebook out reading some rough ideas and premises that I thought were funny. And I kept saying, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And my friend's sister was there, and she's like, that's funny how you keep saying each joke. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm like, no, it's me trying to explain my random thoughts in this black and white notebook, probably coked up or coming down, writing ideas. And I'm like, you know what I mean? And people thought that was part of the jokes. But at this Puff Puff Pass Supper at my mom's house, I've been dying to do that. And with the corona and lockdown, around 420, I'm gonna have a VIP list of maybe like 10 to 12 people. I'm gonna have a chef friend of mine with my oils and butters in the kitchen with a menu set, maybe 7, 8 course meal, whatever, how many course meals we're gonna do. But each meal is gonna be infused. I'm gonna do a little light entertainment, me and one other comedian, and we're just gonna get super ripped. A second Puff Puff Pass Supper coming in April, and yeah, man, I'm looking forward to that. I'm throwing my hat in the ring. Oh no, that's the other thing. But I'm looking forward to that because last time I was cooking everything, and it's hard to host and do that. Now I could just kiss baby, smoke joints, do a little comedy before I eat my edibles or eat the first appetizer of the show. And listen, if don't make it uncomfortable by hitting me up if you hear this and be like, hey, I'm on a fringe, or we used to be friends, and I don't talk to you anymore, or I go to someone else. Hey, can I come? Like, don't put me in that spot. But if you're one of my people and you support me and you know we're friends, come on, man, come through the Puff Puff Pass Supper. It's gonna be a great one. And when I was looking at this place, the studio, the rooftop, the summer concert series on the deck, the kitchen for THC TV, I bought a dining room table. Anyone that knew me, I always had a shitty apartment because I was a drug addict, degenerate gambler, and I would have a desk or a folding cocktail chair table, or I just stand in the kitchen and eat. And that was my dining room table. And then when I was getting shit, when I moved in here last March, we're approaching a year at the New Beginnings, and I got a dining room table for this in particular, in particular event of just fucking of having weed events here. You know, like I'm gonna have one this 420. So busy week this week. We're getting through March. And I'm back. I'm hitting my stride. Listen, like I said, I was doing this show once a week. Listen, I'm not a structured motherfucker. I beat my own drum. I just do what I want. And you know what? This is, like I said, if 0 people watch, which could be close to it, I don't care. This is my selfishness of having resources, and this is me doing an exercise on talking. I know I should exercise at other shit because the more people I see, they like to say, "Hey, you gained a lot of weight." Man, shut the fuck up. You don't think I know? I was just in Florida, and a couple of bathing suits didn't fit. I didn't try them on because they fit last time I wore them, and I had like 2 good ones, and I had to take them in the shower and fucking wash them, hand wash them because all the bathing suits I bought didn't fit. I don't need you to tell me that I gained weight. But life is telling me that. You know what I mean? And then like I was like, man, I love food. And then you always got like a medium sack of shit or some skinny motherfucker. Like, I like food too. I love food. Like, no, motherfucker, you like food. I obviously love food. Look, if I go like that, look at the fucking chins. You're gonna tell me you love food more than me? Exhibit A is look how fat I am. Obviously, I love food. This isn't from drinking water, you stupid fuck. Like, yeah, you may love food. Be 300 pounds. That means you really love fucking food. You don't get fucking fat unless you're eating fucking food, you dumb fuck. But anyway, I'm trying to turn this ship around, is what I'm trying to say, because I'm trying to be here forever, man. And like I said, I got a lot of stuff to do. I got the 2 guests this week. Busy April coming up, and it's gonna. Know what it means? It means a lot more of me saying no. You know, like I wasn't sleeping good because I need. I don't know why. I'm like, that's why maybe I'm a comedian. I like to make people happy or please people. You know what I mean? Whatever psychological damage from a kid that makes me want to please people, I got to start telling people no. You know, we know these people. The people that pour a bowl of cereal, have no milk. It's taking a shit, have no toilet paper, like a fucking animal. You should have a fucking bidet anyway, but that's another fucking talk for another day. But these like these people that, hey, let me get home, shower, this, and then sit on the couch and then order pizza and then complain that it took forever or order whatever because you don't plan accordingly. You know what I mean? So Big T's gonna have to step back a little and start telling people no. You know what I mean? Like, yo, go fuck yourself. I'm trying to be famous. The lockdown's coming off. There's more shows, comedies opening up. I gotta hit the ground running. You know what I mean? Whatever I did my old life or whatever, I'm trying to be a comedian. You know what I mean? And trying to be famous or being an entertainer. And it takes me to another thing that I don't know fuck if he even sees it or not. I'm not even going to mention their name. A friend of mine that we became friends. They were sort of fringe on some reality type show on Vice or whatever, and like always bust my balls like from a distance, watches my page or looks at my shit, but comments on the views. Like motherfucker, I don't care about the views. Oh yeah, a smidgen because you want people to see if you're putting out a good show. But he always busts my balls about the views, and it's like, yo, bro, you can't handle a conversation with me. Like, you're funny with your friends, but you hear me when me and you on the phone, I'm lighting you on fire. Legit, just light you on fire. You can't compete with me, and I'm humble about this comedy shit. But when I'm talking to this guy who gets paid to be funny on air, you know what I mean? Like anyone could say a bunch of funny shit and have some nerd chop it up in editing and post. Hey, make this even funnier. Make this stupid line sound funny. Like, get on stage. I always tell them, why don't you get on stage? Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I know. My fat ass can get on stage and try to, even though I ate shit last night in Staten Island, shout out to Kirsch and Duke and the boys. Like, but no, get on stage and do it. You know what I mean? How many views do you have on stage? You know, you're worried about my views online. I don't give a fuck. I'm creating content. And then when it finally does hit and I have hundreds of fucking videos and the views go up, you still have 0 views on stage where a real fucking funny person can shine. You know what I mean? You and your funny, stupid one-liners on TV. The fuck? Do that on stage. Anyone can sound funny on TV. You can take a bunch of clips and jumble it together editing wise. And wow, that person's pretty funny. No, it was put together actually. You know what I mean? So this is a personal thing that he said something to me about. Like, and he's another person I have to say no to. Like, always trying to just whatever. I'm venting right now. Like I said, this is always a personal thing. It's an exercise in me talking. It's therapy, man. But even between this or the THC TV, like I got some guests flying in this week on my stupid little weed cooking show with my mom. You know what I mean? Like, and like at the end of the day, I want to be famous. I want to be at the Comedy Cellar. I want, you know, I want to own some sort of little venue where I can have my comedy events. And like, even if nothing ever takes off, and I did open mics and recorded my THC TV and rambled on here a couple times to the end of my life, and then I died, I'd be fucking happy. You know what I mean? Like, do I have another level to where I want to go and everything else? Yes. But know what? I'm having fun. I ride my bike when I'm about to get my bike tuned up. You see me with no shirt on, running around the neighborhood, edibled out of my shorts, go to the beach, the bay if I want. You know, I cook. We just did stuffed French toast. We did medicated crumb cake. I'm having fun. You know what I mean? I'm chilling. You know what I mean? And the life I was living where I probably would have been dead if I continued drinking and doing blow, working 13 hours a day on UPS. Like, so my views and your 0 views of getting on stage and being funny and your little views on your little fucking show that's not even on the TV anymore through someone else. Remember, this is the Big T show. THC TV with Big T. It's not someone else's show and you're the little person trying to be funny. You know what I mean? Like I said, anyone can fucking be funny after you edit it and post. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like an ugly man post-op could be a fucking good-looking tranny to some. You know what I mean? That was a bad example. I was thinking of a comic friend of what I heard last night. That was a pagan story, but I digress. But listen, everything I'm saying is just that the last part was just it was meant for someone, and if they do creep on my page, I do hope they see it because they like to make the view comment. Like I said, I'm trying to get better at what I'm doing. The views will come if you're good and you're creating some shit, and Instagram and whatever else grows some balls and doesn't bury you because it has weed in it. Like, you know what I mean? Like things are gonna pop. But listen, no one I'm also not scared of. My friend, I was talking to my friend because they're canceling Dr. Seuss, and I don't know if he did blackface or not. You can't have that, but this just the cancel culture, Mr. Potato Head, whatever, all the shit. He's like, they're taking away this. I'm like, yo, calm down. Calm down. Look what happened with Cuomo. You know what I mean? Like, he wanted to be a douchebag. You always start sticking your nose in other people's business. You know what I mean? Things come back to haunt you. You know what I mean? Like if you jaywalked once, and I used to ship 600 kilos of fucking coke in, yeah, your little jaywalking's wrong, and what I did was wrong. Yes, on different ends of the spectrum. I understand that. But know what? We all have some sort of skeletons in our closet, either a million skeletons or one. No one has zero. Everyone's done something, laughed at something you shouldn't have. And like this cancel culture, I told my friend, "Oh, calm down. I'm going to get on stage. They're not going to cancel me. You know what I mean? They might not let me go where I want to be, but you're not going to take away my condo. You're not going to take away my truck. Everything's paid for, you fucking jerk offs. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to stop my voice and let them cancel each other out. Like, you'll see, everyone's pretty much, a lot of people you hear are starting to get more and more fed up with this cancel culture. They're trying to cancel Eminem. That was 20 years. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, these fucking kids, they're such fucking losers. I don't even know if it's Generation Z or millennials. It's like this, like, they need to get smacked in the face. They need to get pushed outside. They're canceling Eminem. You know what I mean? Like, I listen, but eventually all these shitheads like Cuomo who wanted to fucking be a ball buster. Now look who's coming out of the woodworks. Who's the molester? Who's the harasser and fucking trying to groom young fucking aides? Like, look, like, see what happens when you're a dickhead? It comes back to haunt you. And all these canceled people who think they're mightier than thou or whatever, it's gonna come back to haunt them. I told my friend, calm down. This fucking person's gonna come up. Oh, look at this video. Look at this. And then they had a video of fucking dressing as an Indian in 7th grade or whatever it is. You can't say Indian. Shut the fuck up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if people can do whatever the fuck they want, and I don't care. You know, I mean, as long as it doesn't affect me, you're not gonna tell me I can't laugh at something or say something about something. I didn't say nothing when you cut your dick off or you supported these people because I don't care. So if I say something or say a joke or talk about something or make light of something, that's how I feel. Why can't you respect that? I respect whatever the fuck your bullshit. Not respect. I respect it enough by not even paying attention. So like this cancel culture, it brought me back to this UPS guy. Like I came in, I punched out, I put the board in. This fucking jerk off. He was a Portuguese guy living in Howard Beach, so he thought he was Italian. You're not Italian. My last name's Farrell, but I'm part Italian. I'm more Italian than you pork chop Portuguese motherfucker. If I offended my Portuguese fans out there, I apologize. Shout to Carv. But you know what I mean? Like he's like, oh, Farrell, well, you want to drive unsafe, pulling around me in front of like the managers and stuff. Like I'm like, yo, I was in Canarsie. You're in Howard. I wasn't there today. And he was talking about the night before. He's driving home doing about 20 miles an hour, going up Louisiana behind Pennsylvania. I got to go home. I got people to meet. You know what I mean? Like, I got to shit. I want to smoke a fucking cannon. Like, why are you driving so slow? We just worked 13 hours. The faster you get home, you don't want to see your fat wife. That's on you. And I went around the double yellow in my personal car, and that's what he was talking about. And I lost it on this son of a bitch. And like, he was an old veteran guy, but like, yo, like, I told him, I said, unless you stop at every stop sign and unless you're driving 30 miles an hour, if you do 31 miles an hour, you're breaking the law. So me going 70 and you going 31, yeah, there's different fines and all that other shit. We're both breaking the law. Just like these cancel cocksuckers. Like, yo, something's going to come out from your past or you fucking said something that you thought wasn't too off-colored, but you're not the judge and jury. Just like with comedy. There's no judge and jury. It's up to your interpretation. And like, you know, and the late great Patricia O'Neill, you gotta watch a special on YouTube TV or whatever channel, whatever Comedy Central. Like he said, like the even like a bad joke, the place it came from was attempting to be funny. So if a joke's funny and you like it, the joke you didn't like, they were attempting the same thing. They were trying to be funny, and you're not the judge and jury. It's this fucking coddled, pampered fucking society of I don't know who the fuck, a bunch of fucking jerk offs. You know what I mean? People that needed to get hugged or smacked or both. You know what I mean? Like these fucking cocksuckers. But yeah, this is I just wanted to vent a little. It's been a little while. We got a lot of big things planned between THC TV. We'll be back with the Big T show. We got James been reaching out. He's on the road. Shout out to James Pontillo. And listen, even if I do it like that, shout out to my man Reese too. I just felt on a whim just coming up here and recording. And stay tuned for fans of the show, THC TV of me. I got some t-shirts landing tomorrow. Shout out to my man Prince Charles. And for your graphic designs needs, shirts, koozies, whatever, check out my man Prince Charles. We got the THC TV fucking T-shirt, medicated, of course, on the back. I can't fucking wait. Shout out to my man Prince Charles. I'm just very, very excited. Oh! I forgot to get into fucking Harry. Fuck. Do I do it? All right, real quick. this Harry shit. Fans of the show, Harry would they know Harry. He was on with Melissa New Year's Eve. He was on my cooking show, the Super Bowl episode, and he was just my old neighbor. He would come over. Hey, Tommy's 95. I'd be making edibles, and I would just explain to him my medicine. Then we'd go to the diner. I'd take him to the steakhouse, 116th, the chef's table. He loved it. And we just became friends. He's like a 95-year-old me. I'm a 40-year-old him, even though we're like different people. And it got to the point where he shouldn't be driving. He shouldn't be by himself. And he was moving to Ohio with this lady who he used to have sex with her mother. The stories were getting wilder and wilder. That's why I would hang out with him. He would tell me wild stories. Like he sold his speedboat for an abortion. And like abortion was 300 then. I think it might be still close. Like inflation on an abortion it's very minimal. Like it didn't go up that much. I don't know if that's the right term. But so now this lady who's like, I'm coming to get Harry. I get back from Florida. I have movies for him that Thursday. She doesn't answer. Harry's in the hospital. He had he messed up the days of when I was coming back and got nervous, and he had pneumonia. He ended up in the hospital. He was all right. He's like, Barry's acting weird. So I did an open mic last week. I stopped by. I bang on the door. I'm fucking paranoid as fuck. Where are the cigarettes? Where's the water? I never met this lady in my life. I'm fucking nervous because she kept saying paranoid, like she was hearing voices and shit. And I'm like, yo, I don't need her to think, oh, that's the voice at the door. Let me get this knife and stab this fat fuck in the chest. And I died by trying to be a nice person. I already had two movers come through and help him move, and she just doesn't answer. So I stop on a wellness check on the way home. And now I'm thinking, I'm like, yo, I did give Harry some Punch Bar chocolate to help him sleep because he wasn't sleeping right. And I'm like, did you eat anything? Like, trying not to really incriminate myself too much. And she's like, I'm screaming, I'm paranoid. It's like 11 o'clock at night. I got the fuck out of there. Long story short, she ate the Punch Bars that I gave Harry. The whole thing. They're like this big, that like small. Who doesn't be like, what's this cute little novelty chocolate? And look at the fucking weed symbol and, hey, don't eat this. There's weed in it. Oh, I'm an animal. I would at least look at it, acknowledge it. Like, oh, what is this from Europe? Is this some sort of specialty chocolate? She just eats the whole thing. Next thing you know, she's saying, I got escorted out of New York and ends up in Pennsylvania. I don't know. This bitch drove a U-Haul from Ohio, eats the Punch Bar, has an episode the next day, which was last Friday, ends up in Pennsylvania. You know what I mean? I had to cancel the movies. And now Harry's complaining because he wants to get out of the fucking hospital. He wants to move to Ohio with this lady who his mom, he used to fuck her mom. And like, and now I'm in the middle. She's calling me all like, I'm coming back from Pennsylvania. I just got escorted back. Like, what? It was an edible chocolate. What do you mean escorted? No one's escorting you. And then, long story short, Harry, she kept, we need a couple of men here. A couple of men. I had them the other day, you stupid bitch. Then you fucking got escorted out of here by fucking aliens eating fucking marijuana chocolate, you stupid fuck. Fans of the show, Harry's MIA. I don't know if he's in good hands or not. This lady, she won't take my calls. And it is what it is, man. I just wanted to give an update on Harry. I just thought it was funny that this lady ate some medicated chocolate and ended up in fucking Pennsylvania. Like saying she got escorted out of here, screaming through the door like a maniac. Like, man, tread lightly out there. If you're eating any edibles, you don't want to get escorted to Pennsylvania. But listen, it feels good to be back. Thank you. This is just a little therapy. I'm gonna leave the money on the nightstand. Oh, that's a hooker, not a therapist. I never went to therapy. But there's been another episode of the Big T Show. We will be back. Remember, be the person you are when you're high. Just not like Barry, Harry's fucking girl now. Have a good one.